I
Yes.
would love to hear you sing. Can you gift us with like something?
Really fun, really simple. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun. And I had a solo and I was singing high F's and G's, and I haven't done that in like 25 years.
Your voice. Literally, sometimes autoimmune issues can cause problems and disrupt your vocal cord, also cause issues with swallowing or speech. Well, today we want to talk about why autoimmune issues make that so common in people. And Dr. Maggie is here, best of all, offering some solutions.
So I'd love to bring on some case studies, because how can I talk about this without bringing on real people and the real outcomes? So let's bring on everybody. Oh my God. We got our power panel. I love this. So everybody, we have a cross section here because we have three wonderful ladies, and Barbara is a graduate of the program. We'll have her introduce herself, but we have Erica and Susan who currently are in the program right now. So you can meet people who had various journeys with these symptoms and at various stages of their recovery. So I'm going to start with Barb. You get to go first.
Hi, I'm Barb Shank, and I live in Michigan. I'm a music teacher, was a performer, and I actually stopped performing as much because my voice was going away. I started teaching, and I would make excuses a lot to my students, like I really can sing that, and I can show you how, but I can only do short snippets, and then I lose my voice. So I've taught for a lot of years, and 2 years ago I finished with you, like in July or so. And I have my voice back. And this program it was like mind blowing.
Well, Barb, I think your case is really interesting because you came in with celiac. I don't think you even knew that the vocal cord and loss of voice was even related to the autoimmunity.
Well, I just knew that, I didn't feel good. I had celiacs. I remember saying to the gal I was chatting with, I just felt like if I didn't do something, I was going to die. I felt horrible all the time, no energy. My gut hurt all the time. Nothing I could do. And then I did hurt in my throat, but I didn't put that as a part of it at all. I'd had vocal therapy. Again, I don't even know how many times over the years.
How many gists did you see?
Yeah, too many. Way too many. And
you end up with a psychiatrist?
Yeah, no, not kidding. Right. I've had doctors tell me and look at my husband too and say, this is really a lot in your wife's head. And that's heartbreaking. And I felt like I was a complete, ninny. And it was.
Jim's in chat. He's the best. I guess the spice is back in that marriage.
Absolutely.
So Barb, 2-year graduate, celiac, vocal cord dysfunction, voice back. Now next, we got Erica, and then next we have Susan. Erica, I love an introduction.
Okay. I am wife, mom of 3 kids, 2 dogs, 15 chickens. I was a program manager and engineer at Google, another high-tech company. And I came into this with not a clue. Like, this was a Hail Mary pass for me. I had no idea. Lots of surgeries, but no diagnosis. And should I talk about the choking? I've been choking my whole life.
Tell us.
Yeah, I've been choking on food. I goes down the wrong tube. Had tons of problems swallowing, losing my voice. I had no idea this was connected, and I'm on week 7. So
yeah. So Erica, no diagnosis, but choking. And how many years or decades have you seen specialists for this swallowing problem?
Oh, years.
Okay.
Years. 20 plus years.
20 plus years, everybody. All right. This is a really common journey and scenario, everybody. And were you dismissed, or did it actually make you question your sanity?
Every day. Because I had many, many other symptoms. I just dismissed and dismissed and dismissed.
And then Susan, let's have you introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Susan Feltz. I'm 66 years old. I've got 5 grown children and I've got 6 grandchildren. And I'm a caregiver currently because I love older people. And my bottom line is, in 1990, I went to a juicing seminar. And for 1 whole hour, a lady filled in for Jay Kordich, who was the juice man. And for that whole hour, she talked about her horrible scleroderma diagnosis. She showed me her fingers that were missing, and on it goes. At the end of that hour, I said, I'm going to stay behind and take off my shoes and show her my feet, because my feet, pink, purple toes, whatever. She looked at me and I almost fell over because I just listened to her horrible story. And she looked at me and she goes, you have scleroderma.
Yeah.
And I said, that shit you just talked about for an hour, I have that. And she goes, yeah.
Right.
The bottom line is then I got diagnosed with Raynaud's and then the CREST. So
we just talked about CREST syndrome. And how many years did you have CREST?
It's all been right at 25 to 30 years for all of it.
And what were the major vocal cord or swallowing symptoms you had?
Mine is swallowing. So I always felt like I had a golf ball stuck here. I remember driving to Florida once. My daughter's in the back seat and she's looking in my rearview mirror at me. And she's like, from back there, Mom, you can't swallow, right? And I'm like, no. I'd pull over, stick my finger down my throat on the side of the highway to throw up. And I'd done that 30 years. And when you talk about you can't even swallow your spit, I would try to swallow. It would come back up. It would foam up in my mouth. And I'd have a big spit ball. I mean, so I got on omeprazole. I got on pills that you're supposed to be on for under a month. And I was on them for a good 10 years.
And that's standard of care, everybody, for people who have vocal cord problems, swallowing problem, is to put you on these proton pump inhibitors, supposed to be short term. People are on it for years or decades. Now they're finding out, decade later that, oh my God, shutting off someone's stomach acid and killing their digestion can actually increase their risk of cancer, can actually cause other autoimmune diseases, can actually cause worsening food allergies and more pain and vitamin deficiencies.
And I weigh 100 pounds and I'm 5'6". I need to gain weight. Good luck gaining weight.
Okay. So everybody, these are very courageous, real women, real autoimmune diagnosis and lack of diagnosis, real symptoms across the board, cross section. So I want to share some of this journey. So Barb, I'm going to ask you right now, by the end of the program, you said you were able to sing.
I started being able to sing. Like, I was so raspy, but mine came back as my food insensitivities. My dairy was, none of it was off the chart, but it was like all of them were up about the middle. And you said, Barb, I really think you have a dairy issue. I really believe this is dairy.
Well, that's what the data actually said. Yep. I trust data. I don't just look at your aura moo-woo and say, I think, dairy.
And so I took it out, and within a week or so, all of a sudden I started realizing, because I mean, I had pain through here. I was raspy all the time. If I did sing, I could not hold any notes out for any length. It was like it affected my breathing and everything. It was like everything was just constricted. So that's when I started making some videos to show, my voice progression. And so I was shocked. I never thought I'd sing again. That's why I got out of performing. I made the excuse to everybody that, I'm just too busy and I'm teaching now and stuff. But I was embarrassed. I couldn't sing and I couldn't hold notes. And it was sad. I couldn't do it.
Barb, a lot of people think celiac, right? And we even had someone in the Facebook group talking about their 13-year-old son being diagnosed with celiac this week. And they think that's all there is, right? That is just celiac. And for me, it became a huge issue where you were losing your voice, your self-confidence, your self-trust, your self-worth. I mean, this is serious impact. It's not just about avoiding gluten. Right. And then how crucial do you think was getting the data to find out it wasn't just gluten and it was just dairy?
Yeah, it was so many things, because with I also have RA, and I have the marker. I'm pretty sure have the, EDS, especially
Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
I mean, there's so many things I've found out in the last couple of years because of this. Your program just helped me put it all into motion to figure it out. But I was overwhelmed with how bad I felt. I mean, I hurt all the time, but the singing part was, that was a gift that I was given back that I didn't know could even be part of it. It was light bulbs going off when, talked about nightshades, and I was like, nightshades. So I remember I did my whole 3-week trial, and I didn't even tell anybody, and I didn't tell you in the program until after 3 weeks. And I woke up and I had taken it and I couldn't hardly move. And I was like, oh my gosh.
But I'm teaching people how to actually be able to discern through data or data from your body exactly what the cause is. You figured it out, lady.
Absolutely. It was amazing. So the nightshades out, the dairy out, and all of a sudden I was like, wow,
all right, Ariel.
yes.
I would love to hear you sing. Can you gift us with like something? I haven't heard you in 2 years.
I know.
I want to know where you're at.
Really fun, really simple. Doe, a deer, a female deer, Ray, a drop of golden sun, me, a name I call
myself.
a
long way to run.
Really like one little scale, but by the way, Maggie,
Yes.
I sang publicly in our area for Christmas, and I had a solo, and I was singing high F's and G's, and I haven't done that in like 25 years. I grew up singing. It was just my life, and all of a sudden, I couldn't sing. I couldn't do anything, and talk about knocking somebody down. I cried a lot of silent tears. My husband knew about it, and other than that, I was broken. And so when I started singing again, I mean, Maggie, seriously, it was just, it's been amazing. My sister Chris, and we were talking, and as we were talking about things, she just looked at me, she goes, that program you did with Dr. Maggie, she goes, that was just life-changing for you. And I said, it has been, and I still have places to go.
Thank you, Barbara. I mean, that was amazing. I mean, I haven't heard you in 2 years. That's just, thank you. Barb, FYI, this brings it home for me with my mom as well. My mom loves to sing, and she was like the karaoke queen, right? and her and I know song of every lyric on the planet, and she just loved to sing. And when ALS took her, the first thing it took from her was her voice.
Yeah, it's awful.
And the thing is, I don't want to accept the fact that somebody's going to get a diagnosis and they're just going to lose their voice in their life and they're going to die. F that shit. No way. Like, I want to see more and more Barbaras who get a diagnosis or something like this, and we say, hell no, and we're gonna take you down. We're gonna get it back. I mean, this is an pure act of raw courage for all these ladies that have done this.
Music is so joyful.
Absolutely.
I mean, the joy it brings, and I get to share that now with students, but I get to actually like sing for them. Woohoo!
So you guys are inspiring, and your results are speaking to thousands right now. I would love to encourage anybody who's watching this right now, please help these ladies and me share and raise awareness around autoimmune disease, around voice issues, swallowing issues. You know how you can do that? Share this on your timeline. Type the name of somebody you know that could benefit from this in the chat. And if you're someone that you think that you need help, you know you have these issues and you need help, type help in chat in the comment section, right? And tell me what's going on. Everybody here who's commented, if you want to learn more, check your message requests on Facebook Messenger. If you're on YouTube commenting, check your replies to YouTube, Instagram as well, because I would love to share all these resources that we have with you.